Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Duster Bus. So, trying to make a bunch of progress today. Brought in my buddy Pavel here to help out a little bit.
So, going through the small block Mopar book, I've never done this before, but this is really interesting. So I gotta say, this guy's a lot braver than I am. I don't think I'd have the guts to tear something down to literally nothing and start over, but no, this is great. Learning a lot, cool tools, beautiful Father's Day morning here in Cincinnati, Ohio. So
Yeah, so as you guys know, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm motivated, and Pavel here also doesn't know, but together we're gonna figure it out. So starting out by taking a lot of our dimensions, and so going through making sure that our bores and everything are within spec. I don't think we're gonna have to take off the crank, but we're gonna make sure that we check all those tolerances, and if everything's good there, we're gonna keep assembling, try to get those pistons in. So goal for today, we'll just see how far we can get, but hopefully within the next 2 weeks I really want to have this whole thing put back together. So that's it. We're gonna see what we can get done. So time lapse. All right, so we ran into a little bit of an issue here. We ended up pulling the whole crank assembly off just because as we were looking in here, we could see the cam bearings. They look like they're not, they're offset a little bit, and it just didn't look right. And then getting in here and looking, I thought that we had replaced these back when. So for those of you who are new to the channel, I had done some of the initial assembly with an old mechanic friend of my dad's, and I really didn't know what the hell I was doing then, but he kind of finger pointed some stuff and I started putting it together, and we got most of the bottom end built up. But then I found one tolerance that was off, so decided to rip it back apart again. And now looking at these cam bearings, those look all beat up, so that just doesn't look right.
just the variation from bearing to bearing is a concern, and then just the surface quality of each one. They're pretty. They look used. They definitely look used.
We're gonna pull it apart and see if we can figure something out. So we were concerned about the placement, but those are actually right, and the way that we can tell that is right is when we look down through here, we can tell if the holes are lined up properly with the block, and they are. So they're not exactly the same on each one, but the hole is lined up, so I believe that is fine. But that still doesn't help us with as marred up as they are. So we got to make a decision on, we don't have the right tool to remove them and put in the new ones. We also don't have the new bearings, so we need to make a decision on, am I overthinking it with it being scratched up, or is that critical?
In the 5-minute YouTube certification I just received on this topic, I guess those surfaces are crucial to establishing that oil film which helps support the camshaft. If it was me, I'd replace them.
That's kind of where
the amount of scratching and everything.
That's what I'm thinking. Will it be good enough? Will those camshaft bearings be good enough? I don't know, but I didn't want to give up on it just yet. So what we did was I took a little piece of, hold on. So the positioning was fine. I did take a piece of 1000 grit and just gave it a nice once over just to knock off a little bit of the scratching. It doesn't look too bad. Here's a photo of what it looks like. Now it's still not perfect and it's still not new, and per the installation guide it just needs to turn over smoothly. So what we did was we went ahead and put a camshaft in it. This is just the stock replacement camshaft that I have, because this one I don't, you know, if something gets screwed up I don't care as much. And what we're gonna do now, so we cleaned up all the bearings. We're just gonna see, we lubed it, put this in place, and we're gonna see how much resistance is in there when we turn it over. We're gonna try to turn it over by the distributor shaft and just see what it feels like. So let's do that real quick. But as far as the rotational hang-ups,
Smooth all
I don't feel anything.
Smooth all the way around.
It feels nice and smooth. I'm tempted to leave it. All right, so this is where we're gonna stop today because it's Father's Day and I got some stuff to do with the kids and Pavel's got some stuff to do with the kids. So we're gonna stop here for today, but I do want to get you guys' opinion on this. It feels fine. Overall, it looks okay. The positioning is fine. Should we take it apart, go buy the tool and the bearings and replace the camshaft bearings? Or should we say it's probably good enough, drive forward? Let me know what you guys think. Right now I think I'm leaning towards just drive forward because, you know, I can't see anything wrong with it aside from a little bit of basic scuffing on it. I can't measure anything that's wrong with it, so I'm tempted to drive forward, but again, first time I do this, so I'd like to know what you guys think. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Pavel, thanks for your help, and we'll see you all in a couple days. So hopefully be pushing through to get this thing done quick, so look for more videos coming soon. Take care, folks.